Welcome back. Now, as the old saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. In India, 3.5 million orphans are often left with no one to care for them. But a programme is building big, happy families out of tragic situations. Seth Doan tells us about India's SOS villages.
Every school day around 6 a.m., Purnima's here cooking for her children. Luckily, her kids chip in. Prem keeps the baby from crying. Madama, Ganga and Rani share the only bathroom in the house. Raju sweeps near the front door. Neha hands out lunches, while somehow little Abe gets to catch some extra Z's. Lining up for breakfast, they'll soon be off to school. It's a normal day for Purnima and her 10 kids. In fact, she's been a mother to 18 children to date.
Nabin.
Purnima's children are all orphans. When a young child comes, it doesn't take that much time to forget the past. But older children, they remember, she says. One of my sons still remembers his mother who died, and he cries. But I work with him and say, yes, your mom has gone, and it's your duty to make your life. Purnima says, like the orphans, she too was searching for a family. As an unmarried woman in India, she needed a place where she could feel secure. I didn't want to get married, she says, but in Indian custom, to live outside of the family if you're not married is difficult. So this was a way for me to do that. Just outside of Delhi, Greenfields is the first of what are called SOS Children's Villages in India. It's a community of some 20 families comprised of people who have nowhere else to turn. Here, children orphaned by their biological parents, and the women who become their adoptive mothers, many of them widowed, abandoned, or exploited themselves, find each other and build a family. The idea for a village like this one was developed in Austria. Its founder in India thought it could work here, too.
The best discovery of the human race after the hunting period has been the family.
He helped build this village more than 40 years ago, literally with his bare hands.
We don't admit children. A child should not be admitted. This is not a hospital. This is not a custodial care institution. This is a home. So from the very first day I said, we bring them home.
It's a very nice experience because means someone can't imagine that everyone have one brother, one sister. Means I have 9 brothers.
Becoming a mother to so many kids isn't a quick process. Over 2 years of training teaches these to-be moms the basics. How to make healthy meals, tips on hygiene, housekeeping, and budgeting, so they can learn how to manage the stipend given to them to pay for the family's food. Mothers have to have no major family commitments and be willing to turn their lives over to kids abandoned by their biological parents. Some just didn't want to marry. Others lost their husbands at an early age. What is it like to be a widow here in India? Life becomes very difficult after becoming a widow, she says. No one talks with us, no one treats us well. When a husband is there, we feel safe. When a husband is not there, we don't. Many of these to-be mothers tell us the same thing, that they need the kids as much as the kids need them. Most will spend the rest of their lives caring for their new family. And when they grow old, they can stay on and be cared for by the younger generation. I believe that if I take care of so many children here, she says, even if just one feels like they want to look after me when I'm older, I will be okay. Some people might look at the organization and say, where are the fathers? They're an important part, too.
I don't think so. In India, most fathers, as a matter of fact, do very little. I'm not blaming, I'm also one of them. We have never claimed in SOS that we are the perfect answer. I'm looking for something more.
So this globe is the model of us.
There's even a school attached to the SOS complex. About 40% of the students here were orphaned, but they're mixed with kids from the surrounding community, and no one is told by administrators the specifics of family backgrounds, giving them a chance to mingle in a mainstream setting. Whether Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, or Christian, they all live in the same village, play on the same playground, and learn to respect each other. Rarely are their difficult pasts discussed. The focus here is on the future.
There are some 200 kids living in this village. It's the oldest of the SOS villages here in India, and there are 40 others just like it across the country.
Asha once lived in an SOS village. Now she's gone on to build a family of her own. She still regularly sees her SOS mother and remembers the time before she arrived.
We used to stay alone all through the day till in the evening, so there was no mother figure. So emotionally, we were deprived of love, affection.
Seeing these kids who've inherited so much to worry about just being kids makes one think that sometimes a good story is just that, a good story. Seth Doan, CNN, Haryana, India.